Dive into the enigmatic chronicles of Amelia Earhart, a pioneer who dared to challenge the skies. Earhart, an audacious woman of the 20th century, was a trailblazer in the world of aviation. Her passion for flying was as vast as the skies she navigated, her ambition as high as the altitudes she reached. Amelia was not only a skilled aviator, but also a symbol of the American feminist movement. At a time when societal norms were restrictive, she chose to rise above them, literally. Her achievements are countless, but one that stands out is her daring solo flight across the Atlantic Ocean, a feat that etched her name in history as the first woman to do so. Yet, beneath this tale of triumph and tenacity, lies a chilling mystery. Amelia Earhart, the woman who soared high and far, vanished without a trace. However, Amelia's legacy is overshadowed by her unsolved disappearance. The year 1937 marked Earhart's attempt to circumnavigate the globe, an endeavor that ended in mystery. That year, the world's eyes were on Amelia Earhart, a woman who had already broken countless barriers and was ready to shatter yet another. Her co-pilot, Fred Noonan, an experienced mariner and aviator, was to accompany her on this ambitious journey. They set out from Miami, their hearts filled with anticipation and their minds brimming with the thrill of the unknown. Their journey was to be an arduous one, covering 22,000 miles and crossing both the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans. The Lockheed Electra aircraft, a twin-engine monoplane, was chosen for the task. It was equipped with the latest navigation technology of the time, including a direction finder and a radio altimeter. It was a symbol of human ingenuity and the spirit of exploration. The first leg of the journey, from the United States to South America, went off without a hitch. They soared above the Caribbean Sea, over the dense Amazon rainforest, and across the daunting Andes Mountains. From there, they crossed the vast expanse of the South Atlantic, making their way to Africa. They continued eastward, over the Indian Ocean and into Asia, reaching Lae, New Guinea, with relatively minor issues. But the journey was far from over. The most challenging part of their route lay ahead of them. The Pacific Ocean, a vast and unpredictable body of water, was their next hurdle. It was a test of endurance and navigation skills, a stretch of sea where the smallest miscalculation could lead to disaster. Earhart and Noonan were no strangers to challenges. They had already flown over 17,000 miles, facing numerous difficulties along the way. Yet, they pressed on, undeterred by the daunting task ahead. They were determined to make history, to prove that the sky was indeed not the limit, and to inspire future generations to push the boundaries of human capability. The final stretch of the journey was where things took a turn for the unexpected. The Pacific Ocean, a silent witness to their ambition and courage, would soon become the stage for one of the greatest mysteries of the 20th century. July 2nd, 1937, the day Earhart and Noonan vanished into thin air. It was an ordinary morning, with the sun just beginning to crest over the horizon, as Amelia Earhart and her navigator Fred Noonan prepared for their departure from Lae, New Guinea. They were embarking on one of the most challenging legs of their round-the-world flight, a daunting 20-hour journey across the vast, unending Pacific Ocean. Their destination? The tiny Howland Island, a mere speck on the map, over 2,000 miles away. As the Electra took off, it was heavily laden with fuel, teetering dangerously close to its maximum takeoff weight. The runway at Lae was soft and bumpy, further complicating the takeoff. Yet, Earhart, ever the skilled pilot, managed to lift the plane into the air and set their course towards the east. Through the day, the Itasca, a United States Coast Guard cutter stationed near Howland Island, received sporadic radio communications from Earhart. She reported her position, her altitude, and the weather conditions. Everything seemed normal, or as normal as it could be on such an ambitious flight. Yet, as the hours ticked by, the communications became increasingly fraught. Earhart reported overcast skies and rough seas below. The radio signals were faint, often interrupted by static. The crew aboard the Itasca strained to catch every word, every number, every hint that could help them guide Earhart to Howland Island. Then, at 8:43 a.m., a chilling message came through. We're on the line 157-337. We will repeat this message. We will repeat this on 6,210 kilocycles. Wait. And wait they did. But the anticipated radio transmission never came. Instead, what followed was a deafening silence. The Itasca crew scoured the airwaves, desperate for any sign of Earhart and Noonan, but their efforts were in vain. Then silence. The world waited, but Amelia Earhart never arrived at Howland Island. The largest and most expensive naval search in history ensued. And so it was. The world was not ready to let Amelia Earhart slip away without a fight. The United States, led by President Roosevelt himself, launched a search operation so vast it was unprecedented. The U.S. Navy and Coast Guard swept across the Pacific, scouring over 250,000 square miles of ocean, an area larger than Texas, in hopes of finding any trace of Earhart and her navigator, Fred Noonan. The search was not just limited to the waters. The islands dotting the Pacific, the possible landing spots for the lost aircraft, were also meticulously scoured. Ships, planes, and thousands of servicemen and women were deployed, combing the vast expanse of the Pacific day and night. Yet after 16 days of relentless efforts, the official search was called off. The result? A silence that echoed across the world, as no definitive evidence of Earhart or Noonan was found. This, however, was not the end. Following the official search, there were numerous private investigations launched by various groups and individuals. These investigations led explorers to the remote corners of the Pacific, to islands and atolls, to underwater depths, and even to distant shores. Yet again, the results were the same. No concrete evidence was found to shed light on Amelia's fate. The lack of evidence only fueled the mystery. It gave birth to countless theories and speculations, each more intriguing than the last. Yet none of these theories could provide a definitive answer. The mystery of Amelia Earhart's disappearance was, and still is, a puzzle that no one has been able to solve. Despite the largest naval search in history, despite the countless private investigations, despite the tireless efforts of thousands, the fate of Amelia Earhart remains an enigma. Despite these exhaustive efforts, Amelia Earhart's fate remains a mystery. The story of her disappearance is a testament to the vast and unforgiving nature of the world we live in, and a reminder of the risks pioneers like Amelia Earhart took to push the boundaries of human achievement. Over the decades, theories attempting to explain Earhart's disappearance have flourished. Each one is as intriguing as it is speculative, each seeking to answer the enduring enigma of Amelia Earhart's fate. The first, and perhaps most widely accepted, is the crash and sink theory. It suggests that Earhart and her navigator, Fred Noonan, ran out of fuel while searching for Howland Island, their intended landing spot. Unable to locate it, they would have been forced to ditch the plane in the vast, unforgiving Pacific Ocean. Their aircraft, the Electra, would have quickly sunk, pulling any evidence of their fate beneath the waves. But not all theories are as straightforward. Some suggest an alternative scenario, known as the Gardner Island hypothesis. This theory posits that when Earhart and Noonan couldn't locate Howland Island, they changed course for the Phoenix Islands, specifically Gardner Island, now known as Nikumaroro. Proponents of this theory point to various artifacts found on the island, including remnants of clothing, tools, and even skeletal remains, as evidence of Earhart's desperate bid for survival on a deserted island. The next theory takes us into the shadowy world of geopolitical intrigue, the Japanese capture theory. This theory contends that Earhart and Noonan were captured by the Japanese, who believed them to be American spies. It's said that they were held captive on the island of Saipan, where they eventually met their end. Though this theory is often dismissed due to lack of concrete evidence, it continues to captivate the imagination, fueled by accounts of locals who claim to have seen the pair in captivity. Lastly, we delve into the realm of espionage with the spy theory. This theory proposes that Earhart was an American spy sent to gather intelligence on the Japanese in the Pacific. According to this theory, Earhart's disappearance was a cover-up, a ruse to mask her clandestine activities. Some even claim that she completed her mission, returned to the United States under a new identity, and lived out her days in secrecy. While this theory is undoubtedly the most sensational, it lacks substantial proof and is considered by many to be the stuff of fiction rather than fact. Each theory presents intriguing possibilities, but none provide a definitive answer. The mystery of Amelia Earhart's disappearance continues to captivate us, a testament to the enduring allure of unsolved mysteries and the remarkable woman at the center of this one. It's a tale of adventure and ambition, of courage and determination, and of a quest for answers that continues to this day. Each theory, in its own way, keeps the memory of Amelia Earhart alive, a reminder of her indomitable spirit and her place in the annals of history. Amelia Earhart's legacy extends beyond her disappearance. Indeed, her life was a testament to the power of determination, courage, and the human spirit. With every flight, she broke barriers, both in the sky and on the ground, challenging the norms of her time. Let's take a moment to appreciate Amelia's impact on the world of aviation. She was the first woman to fly solo across the Atlantic, a feat that earned her international acclaim. But her adventures didn't stop there. She continued to push boundaries, setting multiple other records, including being the first person to fly solo from Hawaii to California. Her daring exploits paved the way for future generations of female aviators, showing them that the sky was not the limit, but a playground to explore. But Amelia's legacy isn't confined to the world of aviation. She was a staunch advocate for women's rights, a true feminist icon. Her very existence challenged the gender norms of the time. She refused to be confined by societal expectations, choosing instead to carve her own path. Amelia was a living embodiment of independence and self-determination, traits she passionately encouraged in other women. She once famously said, "The most effective way to do it is to do it." This simple yet powerful statement encapsulates her approach to life and continues to inspire women around the world. Amelia's bravery, her fierce determination, her unwavering belief in equality, these are the qualities that continue to resonate long after her mysterious disappearance. She was more than just an aviator. She was a trailblazer, a role model, a beacon of hope in a time of change. Her legacy continues to inspire, to encourage, and to challenge. It reminds us that we can overcome adversity, that we can challenge the status quo, that we can dare to dream and turn those dreams into reality. Amelia Earhart's story is a testament to the power of human spirit, to the courage it takes to venture into the unknown, and to the enduring allure of a life lived fearlessly. Amelia Earhart, forever remembered not just for her mysterious end, but for her extraordinary life. The disappearance of Amelia Earhart remains one of the greatest unsolved mysteries of the 20th century. As we've journeyed through the twists and turns of this enigma, we've revisited the pivotal moments that defined Earhart's impressive career, and ultimately, her perplexing vanishing act. We retraced the trajectory of Earhart's final flight in the Lockheed Electra, a journey that was to be her magnum opus, an ambitious circumnavigation of the globe. However, this dream was never realized, as Earhart and her navigator, Fred Noonan, vanished without a trace over the Pacific Ocean, somewhere in the vicinity of Howland Island. The disappearance spurred one of the most extensive and costly search efforts in history, marshaled by the United States government. Despite the valiant efforts of thousands, the search proved fruitless, and the world was left grappling with the loss of an icon. In the absence of concrete evidence, myriad theories have sprung up in an attempt to explain Earhart's fate. Some argue that she was a spy, captured by the Japanese. Others speculate that she survived and lived out her days under a new identity. And then there are those who believe she simply ran out of fuel and plummeted into the ocean's depths. While each theory presents its own compelling narrative, none have provided definitive answers. Yet in the face of this enduring mystery, it is the legacy of Amelia Earhart that truly resonates. She was a beacon of hope and courage, a woman who dared to defy societal norms and conquer the skies. Her spirit of adventure and relentless pursuit of her dreams continue to inspire generations. While the mystery of Amelia Earhart's fate may never be resolved, her spirit continues to soar in the hearts of those she inspired. The story of Amelia Earhart is not simply one of disappearance, but one of a remarkable life lived fearlessly. A testament to the human capacity for courage, determination, and the unquenchable thirst for discovery.